So it's a tricky question. It was about Omari, but no, we said we don't want to talk about players who are not here much.
Alright, welcome back viewers and subscribers. This is Eddie Guna. This is Eddie Vision TV, the channel where we look at sports differently. Now, a couple months ago we questioned Omari Hutchinson's commitment, as it relates to the Reggae Boyz. He failed to show up for our Nation League encounter with the Mexicans in Mexico, and it raised a lot of eyebrows at that point. We were all wondering, is Omari Hutchinson committed? The plan was to give him some time. We weren't 100% sure. We didn't want to jump to any conclusions. But as it played out, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like he is as committed as we want him to be. Now, the squad was named for the Austria tour, and pretty much Omari Hutchinson declined our invitation. Let's hear what Coach Al Williamson had to say about that.
We just want to find out, team, about Omari Hutchinson. Is there any consideration for him going forward, or because he's a part of the 50-man pool?
Yeah, so just to be fair on that question and be honest about the question, him and his family are going through a lot of changes. He's moving places now, trying to get himself established at Chelsea. So they asked for some time not to play a national team match, and we granted that. So we are not pushing. We are giving the family that time. So he's not in consideration for the Gold Cup now, but hopefully in the future he will.
So he's putting club ahead of the national team, and it's fine because at certain times you might want to do that, but saying that you want to establish yourself in the Chelsea team and the fact that you're now in the academy or the B team is a stretch. One could understand if you were on the bench and pushing to get a spot in the first team as a starter. One could understand a little bit better, but you're in the B team, and both can be true. You can represent the national team and still try and break into the first team. It's possible. Come and play for Jamaica, do well, shine. The world will be watching, especially in the Gold Cup. And then maybe the coaching staff of Chelsea would look and say, hey, this guy deserves a spot in the first team. So, but I think Omari Hutchinson is going about it the wrong way. The wrong way. You're young, and this is an opportunity for you to make an impression on the coach. He's talking as if he's already established in the national team. He needs to remember that he's yet to break into the national team as well. So while he tries to do that for club, he should also try and do it for the national team. But for me, it looks as if Omari Hutchinson is not committed. He's not committed enough. He has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. If you should go back and look at the games in which he played, they are not really official friendly games. Games against Trinidad and Tobago, 2 games locally and 1 in Spain against Catalonia. And those games were not FIFA dates. So unofficial friendly games. Doesn't really count as it relates to caps. So as we speak, he's yet to really get a full cap for Jamaica. Persons were saying back then that he still harbor some hope of maybe representing England in the future. He doesn't want to really tie down himself with the Reggae Boyz too early. But Mr. Hutchinson, you need to make up your mind, right? You will have a chance to go to a World Cup, to go and try and play in a World Cup in 2026. Don't miss your opportunity. The coach is willing to let him back in the team or even invite him after the Gold Cup. But again, he may not have a spot after that. Who knows? Who knows how well the other players will perform? Maybe when he wants to come back, the team is already settled and have a lot of players knocking on the door. So again, Omari Hutchinson wishes not to be called up for national games. Does that sound like a person who is fully committed? He stated that he's going through some changes. Families moving and all of that, maybe moving houses, and maybe also moving club, who to tell. But is that enough of a reason for you to turn down playing in a tournament potentially for Jamaica? You can tell that the coach wasn't really happy. You know, he stated earlier that he doesn't really want to talk about players that are not here, you know, especially players that he wanted to be here and are not here. So anyway, people, you know my stance on this one. I don't think he's committed. Well, not at this moment, obviously. But let me know in the comment section, what do you think about the situation? Do you agree with me, or do you think that we should be more lenient with Omari Hutchinson? Tell me if he's committed or not in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. This is Eddie Guna. Always remember, like, share and subscribe.
We just want to find out, team, about Omari Hutchinson. Is there any consideration for him going forward, or because he's a part of the 50-man pool?
Yeah, so just to be fair on that question and be honest about the question, him and his family are going through a lot of changes. He's moving places now, trying to get himself established at Chelsea. So they asked for some time not to play a national team match, and we granted that. So we are not pushing. We are giving the family that time. So he is not in consideration for the Gold Cup now, but hopefully in the future he will.
I don't know. This is Jeremy Lynch, Jamaican international, straight out of Vietnam from Binding FC, and you're watching Eddie Vision. Please like, click, subscribe, share, and tell a friend. Out.